Hello and good evening, everyone. Just give me another few minutes to share my slides and start my presentation. Can you hear me? Dear student, can you hear me? All right. The voice is clear, yeah? Okay, thank you. All right, okay. Dear student, please kindly be informed that this session is for entrepreneurship, okay? Not for research method. So it's supposed that all of you want to attend the entrepreneurship class. The meeting invitation link is not correct. It's mentioned research method, but now we are in the entrepreneurship class. Thank you. Okay, hello again to everyone and good evening. I am Sarah Fogani and I will be your lecturer for entrepreneurship course for this semester. And I hope that we have a good class together. Is my voice clear? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, very good. So I see a student, Mr. Arif, Mr. Jahadullah, Mr. Muhammad, and Mr. Sahab, Ms. Nadia, and Mr. Shakrullah, and Ms. Vida. Okay, nice to meet you, all of you in my class. About myself, I am doing my PhD in University of Technology of Malaysia, and I have an MBA degree from this university. And I hope that we can share our knowledge and experience in this class. So I will present some slides to you, but during the class, if you have any question, you can ask me or type in the chat box. Also, if you have any idea, any experience regarding to the slides, you can share with others. You can share and you can discuss the class. And I hope that we can learn from each other in this class. Not only you from me, also I want to learn from you. Of course, you are your experience maybe in some field are more than me. If any question, you can ask me now. If you don't have, then we can continue our class with my presentation. Any question? Okay. Today, I want to present two types of different, presentation slides. The first one is about the introduction to entrepreneurship, because I think that entrepreneurship is a very interesting subject. It's very useful, and many of you maybe know about it and engage it in many different fields. So this presentation, the first one, just I want to show you that how entrepreneurship can be work in your life in every aspect of our life. Okay, not only academic. All right, and then after that, I will focus on another presentation that will give you more information in academic disciplines. Okay, so for introduction to entrepreneurship, the importance and significance of entrepreneurship. Why should we study and know about entrepreneurship? Any idea from you? Why do you think it's necessary that we know and study about entrepreneurship? What is your idea? When I say entrepreneurship, what exactly comes to your mind? Any question, any idea from you? Okay, I received one from Mr. Jahadullah, business development. So Mr. Jahadullah thinks that entrepreneurship is related to business development. That's great. Correct. Any other? Come on, student. I'm sure that you heard about entrepreneurship before this class. Before joining this class, you have read or heard a lot about the entrepreneurship. So please tell me. Okay, from Miss Vida, creating jobs and careers. Exactly correct. From Mr. Muhammad Asif, he's developing TVET. I don't know what you exactly venture capital. What do you mean exactly? And then from Mr. Shakrullah again, developing business from low level. Yes. So as you see, it's clear in the chat box. So it's related to development of business, of establishing a company. What else do you mention? Develop business idea, establishing a company, developing business from low level, creating jobs and career, and business development. They are your ideas and all of them correct, okay? Now let's see. Because, as you mentioned, entrepreneurial mindset cause strategy, growth and development, small and medium enterprises, competitiveness and sustainability, okay? Some of you mentioned about the development business development of company or country, okay? Yes, correct. Why? Because when we talk about entrepreneurship, it means that we want to focus on entrepreneurial mindset. And when we have an entrepreneurial mindset, it means that we have a strategy. We will focus on growth and development. And finally, small and medium enterprises, small and medium firms, okay, can be reached to competitive and sustainable more than before. So after the company get the entrepreneurial mindset, so they can reach to competitiveness and sustainability easy. What else? Did you know that life is about creating value, taking calculated risks, and listening to your heart, and finally realizing your aspirations? So when our life Okay, I ask all of you, please mute yours, okay? All right, thank you. So when our life is about creating value, when our life is about taking calculated risks, and when our life is about listening to our heart, okay, and realizing our aspiration, all it means entrepreneurship. Okay, so back to the previous slide. So entrepreneurship is about creating value, same as our life, because in our life we seek for create value for ourselves, okay? Also, it's about taking risks. Also, it's about listening to our heart. What aspiration? What do we want to create? Okay, from inside, what we feel. Okay, and then all of them come to entrepreneurship. So, in another way, entrepreneurship is a bridge between customers' unanswered demand and opportunities. Okay, so when we look at the entrepreneur, we see that entrepreneurs can find opportunity. Also, they can recognize customers' unanswered demand. And then the job for entrepreneur is to relate these two items together, opportunity and customers' unanswered demand. And then this opportunity change to value, create the value. This is the main job or task for entrepreneur. Now, why do you think that entrepreneurs are unique? Because some define their lives like these people. These are the people that maybe some of them you know them. They are the people that they define the lives when they become entrepreneur. Or, for example, some change the world. Look at these guys. I am sure that you know Bill Gates, you know Steve Jobs, and you know Henry Ford. They're entrepreneurs that they change the world. And some change their country, like these guys. And some are in school. Can you believe it? This boy, age only 13, his name is Samar, does homework regularly, play computer games, fight with his sister. It means that everything is a normal life. But suddenly, when he decides to become an entrepreneur, all right, he becomes CEO of Elementio. And then also some are in the college. For example, Mark Zuckerberg, you know that the CEO of Facebook. So all of us use Facebook, and now that how useful in these days using Facebook. So he, the CEO, is only was only 22 when he decided to become an entrepreneur, to create something new, and then stays on those days he stayed in a rented apartment and drives a cycle. But after he decided to become an entrepreneur, now he's CEO of Facebook. Or some only by solving the garbage, still they became millionaires. Can you believe it? That this guy, age only 23, but he's CEO of Tricycle, selling plant food taken from garbage, and then he has a revenue of $5 million a year. Okay? Why? Because he can see the opportunity, and then he can find the unanswered demand of customer, and then make a relate between this and create the value. So become an entrepreneur and then change everything for him. Also, entrepreneur can be started from home. No need to have a company. For example, this person, age 22, now is CEO of United Bank Corp, revenue $58 million, and manage 45,000 clients daily. Or some save life, like this lady that she's 21 and CEO of Tranos, deals with nanotech and save lives from adverse drug reaction. So it doesn't matter that in which level of education are you in, all right? Maybe at school, maybe at college, maybe you want to work from home, maybe you have company, maybe you don't have, maybe you're a lady or one or woman, doesn't matter. Just the key point for entrepreneurship is that you can be risk taker, you can be innovator, and you have the ability of creativity and seize opportunities. Okay? Seize opportunities is very important. And also start without any capital and investor, and should create everything from your business from the first point and think about competitive advantage. How do you can be better than your competitors? And then, so if all of these points is important for you, then you can have a plan and then organize and create a team and take a big step forward, and then by attending this course, you can get an idea more about the entrepreneurship. So this slide, only I want to show you by this slide that what is entrepreneur, who is entrepreneur, and what is entrepreneurship. And we can see many successful entrepreneurs in our life, in the newspaper, in the magazine. We heard and we read a lot about the entrepreneur. So it's not something that you think it needs lots of things. Just it needs innovation, creativity, and seize the opportunity. Okay, it's not a miracle. It's not a miracle if one day you become a millionaire, you become a successful businesswoman, you become a successful businessman. Just you should want, and then try hard to get it. So all entrepreneurship is about this. There are some techniques, there are some characteristics that we try to share together in this class and show you the way. And then after that, I hope that from this class, at least we have 5 or 6 entrepreneurs in the future for a country, Afghanistan. Any question regarding this presentation? Dear students, any question from this presentation? Any idea? Any suggestion? Is everything clear with you? Okay, and then because I always try to prepare the slides with different sources, okay? So I hope that I can share it with you, all right? So again, I checked with WWF admin team, and then I think I can share the slides with you by email. So from next week, if I have this permission, then I will send email of, the slides of each session before the class, okay? Then you can have a look on them, and then after that you come to the class, you have some idea, and then I think as this way you will learn better. But today, because I'm not sure about the permission, because in my previous class research method, I did this. But for this class entrepreneurship, again, I will check. And then if everything okay, I will email to you all of these slides. And I ask you to have a look of, on the slides after the class and then review them. And if you have any question, any idea, anything, then you can email to me. Okay, now I have, okay, now I check my chat box and I see the one question from the student, Mr. Muhammad Sahab. What's the difference between entrepreneurship and a small business? Okay, entrepreneurship is a concept, okay? A small business is a unit. So maybe you have a small business, but you don't have a concept and mindset of entrepreneurship. So I can say that some small business, if they can take entrepreneurial mindset, they can be more successful. All right. So entrepreneurship is a wide concept, and then many small business. Okay, there are many small business under entrepreneurship concept. So it's a unit of organization, but a small business is the unit of an organization. but entrepreneurship is a wide concept that everyone can take it. All right? Is it clear for you now? The person who asked me the question, Mr. Muhammad Sahab, can you get the idea? Yeah, correct, yeah. And then in this course, we will focus on a small business with entrepreneurial concept, so you can get more idea, all right, about that. But for the first point, I can say that a small business is a unity, okay? And then the entrepreneurship is a concept that is a seedbed for the small business. Then I will explain more in today's presentation and other sessions, and I know that everything will be clear for you. Now I want to share another presentation. Okay, can you see my slides now? Okay. All right. In first presentation, I just give you some overview about the entrepreneurship with example, okay, with practical example that you know that some of the successful entrepreneurs, something like this. In this presentation, we will focus more on the characteristics and the definition of entrepreneurship. So because today is the first session, so regarding to our schedule, today I want to show you the characteristic of entrepreneur and the definition of entrepreneurship, okay? If today you get these 2 points, so for next class, we can follow other model very easy. So for today, I ask all of you to focus on these 2 issues. The first one is the definition of entrepreneurship, and the second one and the characteristic of entrepreneur. So after finish this class, if everyone asks you that what is entrepreneurship, you can give him or her the definition, okay? And then you know that what is the characteristic of entrepreneur as well. So the key point for entrepreneurship is this quotation from Sir Winston Churchill, okay? That he said that a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, an optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Now, just a few minutes, you think about this quotation. It is very interesting and it is very useful point, only by one sentence. It's all about the opportunity. And then it said that when you see the opportunity, don't think about the difficulty. Okay? Don't think about the difficulty. Think about as a optimistic. Now, after that, we can say about the key consideration of entrepreneurship. All right? So as we mentioned before, your friend, some of you mentioned in the chat box. So entrepreneurship considered as a field of business. This is very important. So when we say entrepreneurship considered as a field of business, it means that when we think about entrepreneurship, we should think about the creating value and money, all right? And then the activities of entrepreneurs are so important to the economies of their countries. And entrepreneurship is an increasingly popular career choice nowadays, all right? And also, entrepreneurship can be viewed as a rising out of intersection of people and opportunities. All right, again and again, I will focus on this point that entrepreneurship is about the bridge between people and opportunity. If today you think about only this point, it means half done for you for entrepreneurship. That entrepreneurship is the bridge, is the relation between opportunity, seize the opportunity, catch the opportunity, think about the opportunity in optimism, okay? And the people, the customer, the unanswered demand of customer, all right? So this is the key consideration of entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship related to business, it's about opportunity and people, and also it has an effect on economy. For example, in Malaysia, more than 90% of the business are small and medium enterprises. So small and medium enterprises are very important for the economy, all right? So in developing countries, I think same position as Malaysia. So if the small and medium enterprises has an entrepreneurial mindset, okay, they can be more competitive, they can be more sustainable, and then they can create more value, all right? It means that the contribution to GDP, gross domestic production of the country, okay, can be higher, can increase. So when the contribution to the income of the company increase, it means that they have a positive effect on economy. So you can see that entrepreneurship can cause the business, all right, become more successful, become more competitive, and more effective on economy of the country. Because of this, nowadays entrepreneurship is very crucial issue for the countries. And because so, we mention it for economies, the second point. Now, if we want to say the definition for entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship seeks to understand how opportunity to create something new arise and discover or created by a specific person who then use various means to exploit or develop them, thus producing a wide range of effects based on chain and vectorment. So again, this definition talk about the seize and understand the opportunity, then create something, and then exploit or develop them. Another definition that we can mention is that who creates a new business in the face of risk and uncertainty for the purpose of achieving profit and growth by identifying opportunities and assembling the necessary resources to capitalize on them. Now, this definition focuses on another side of entrepreneurship, about the creating new business, but it mentioned some factors like risk and uncertainty. Because when we talk about entrepreneurship, always we should think about risk taking, okay, some risk. So, but we take this risk in terms of achieving profit and growth, and then identify our opportunities. So in these two definitions, the first one is about the opportunity, and then discover it, create it, and exploit this opportunity. The second one focuses on uncertainty and risk. What else? Another definition. An entrepreneur is someone who is willing to work 16 hours a day to keep from working 8 hours a day for someone else. So this is very simple definition for entrepreneur, okay? But it has some points. Can you tell me? What does it mean that someone works 16 hours for himself or herself instead of working 8 hours for a company? It means this person has which characteristic? Can you tell me? Dear student, can you hear me? Yes, because they have their own business, but why? Which characteristic of this person can make him as an entrepreneur? Can cause that he has her or his own business? More potential, more willingness, correct. Hardworking, vast thinking, yes. All correct, but not completed yet. Enthusiasm, yes, correct. Pioneer changes, very good, correct. Innovative, all can, all of these can. But let me see okay. All right. All of the point that innovative, yeah. All of the point that you mentioned can correct, okay. Then I will back after the finish the presentation. Again, I ask you this question. All right. Now at this level, you have this idea. Wants to work for himself, innovator. You mentioned pioneer changes. You mentioned self-motivation. You mentioned enthusiasm. All right. Hardworking, best thinking, more willingness, good, more potential, all of them correct. Now keep it in your mind and then follow slides, and then after that, again, I ask you this question. So the further defined is intersection of opportunities generated by changing economic, technological, and social conditions, and enterprising people capable of distinguishing potentially valuable opportunities from less valuable ones and of actively exploiting them. So in this definition, we have also other point that mention that the opportunity can be created by environmental factors, some technological, some economic change, some social condition. So it means that to be an entrepreneur, it doesn't only relate it to the person. Also, some external factor, I mean, environment, economical environment, technological or social condition also can affect on the entrepreneurship. And then there are the point that should be noted regarding to entrepreneurship. And one is that when you become, you want to be entrepreneurial, of course, there are lots of mistakes happen, okay? And then this mistake can be expensive, but successful entrepreneurs learn from their failures, all right? So if you want to be entrepreneur, it doesn't matter how many mistakes happen to you, okay? But the point is that you never become disappointed. And then the second point, you learn from the failure, all right? Don't repeat the mistake many times. From each mistake, you can learn something and then improve the position, improve yourself and your business, all right? So, however, our culture do not tolerate failures. just, of course, the culture of our countries, it's not like this. They cannot accept many failures. The example is very clear. When you go to the funding agency and ask them the loan or some financial support for your business, they see if you have many failures, they don't accept you. They don't accept to give you some financial support. But it doesn't matter, because you can survive if you learn from your failure and then continue, okay? Never give up. And another important thing, that when you want to become an entrepreneur, you need a mindset change. Totally, you should change your mindset, okay? So it means that you should think about innovation, creativity, risk-taking, and all of them. If you want to take the opportunities, seize the opportunities, it means that you need to change your mindset, all right? And then another thing that you should know about opportunity, that opportunity frequently comes the way of those who unfortunately are unprepared to meet it. They should get ready for opportunity, and opportunity always will be ready for them, all right? It means that opportunity doesn't come to you and say, oh, hello, I am opportunity. Never comes something like this. Your friend never tell you something like this. If you think about the opportunity, if you want to capture it, then you can see the opportunity. So opportunity only available for the people who are thinking about the opportunity and who are change their mindset, okay? And they think as a way of the capture of the opportunity, seize the opportunity. So if you neglect, it means that if you neglect opportunity, opportunity also neglect you. Never come to your mind. And then, okay, if now you are in the next step, now you identify an opportunity, then what happened to you as an entrepreneur? What's the next step? First step, as I mentioned, is identifying an opportunity. The next step, as a second one, is exploiting or developing this opportunity. Okay, how do you want to take it? And then launching a new venture, all right? By this opportunity, which business can be run, all right? Launching a new venture can be the third step. And the fourth and final step can be running a new business successfully. Now you seize the opportunity to exploit, and then you run your business. Now you have a business with your idea. Now it's important that how do you want to survive and how do you want to make it a successful business. So these are the 4 key activities of becoming entrepreneur. Also, I put this slide for you because we have another expression as an entrepreneur. Okay, I don't know that. Have you heard about it or no? Any of you heard about entrepreneurial instead of entrepreneur? Any idea from you? Any idea from you, dear students? Bring something new to market can be correct, yeah? Okay, no. All right, I think most of you don't have any idea about the difference between entrepreneur and entrepreneur. So, about entrepreneur, we talk now about entrepreneur. Just I put this slide that entrepreneur is a person who creates something new inside an existing company. All right, so and then allows them to adapt to changing conditions in a business environment, and then develop a corporate culture receptive to new ideas and provide concrete rewards for innovation. So let me give you an example. If you are working in a company, all right, and then based on the company's needs, based on the company's environment, based on a company regulation and rules, if you have some creativity, some innovative, you are an entrepreneur, okay? Because you are still under the organization, other organization. It's not your business. But if you have idea with yourself, without any support, all right, with your business, you are entrepreneur, okay? This is the most important difference between intrapreneur and entrepreneur. Is it clear for you now? Okay, good. Also, we have another expression as a social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship is that entrepreneurship that benefits humanity. Ventures may be for profit or not profit. Most important goals are social. All right. For example, in Afghanistan, I had one student that did her thesis on entrepreneurial woman, I think, in Afghanistan. So this thesis is more related to social entrepreneurship because she provided some information about the situation of Afghan women entrepreneur, and then how they can be engage with the economic activity, something like this. So also she proposed that if there are some organization can teach, train, and support the women in Afghanistan, they can be more entrepreneurial. So it means that this organization maybe doesn't work for money, all right? No profit. Just they want to train the people, the women, that how can they do their business, how can they set up their business themselves. So the social entrepreneurship is related to some issue like this. The most important thing is social entrepreneurship think about the benefit of humanity. It is very important. And then the second one also it can cover by for-profit or non-profit organization. And then the goals and the aim of this type of entrepreneurship is to solve the problem and issues regarding to social. For example, economic development, environmental sustainability, and disaster relief, something like this. Of course, the social entrepreneurship is one of the branch of entrepreneurship. Now, trend towards entrepreneurship. Okay, let me check my chat box. Yeah, I have two ideas from two of the students, 033, Mr. Jahadullah, Mr. Mohammed Asif, and Mr. Najib Shokur. I hope I pronounced correctly. And they mentioned about welfare of people, correct? Welfare of society, correct? Yeah, exactly. They think about welfare of people. How can the level of life for people can increase, all right, in terms of education, in terms of, for example, how can I call it, social things, all right, something like this. And then, of course, the NGO can be, one of the NGO, most of the NGO are non-profit, so they are doing social entrepreneurship, yeah, correct? Vocational, yeah. Now, also these days, now back to the presentation. These days, we see the trend toward entrepreneurship. Why? Because media accounts of successful entrepreneurs. So if we search in Google, or we read the newspaper, or any media. All right, the accounts of successful entrepreneurs. So these days, if some people be successful in their business, they be recognized and all the people can know them. So the media accounts of successful entrepreneurs. Another thing is change in employment contract. So also desire for an independent lifestyle. These days we see that there are a wave of working from home by computer independently, something like this. So all of them is trend toward the entrepreneurship. People who want to work from their home, don't go outside. People who just want to work with the computers and laptops, all right? And then the independent lifestyle caused the trend towards entrepreneurship. Also, there are some foundation in other disciplines, okay? The economic, technological, social condition that I mentioned before, that all of them also cause opportunity rise. So it depends on the environment of the country, also the opportunity of entrepreneurship can increase. For example, in Afghanistan, I think that now there is a very high opportunity for entrepreneurs because of their situation, that they want to make and build everything. And then also the entrepreneurs who recognize these opportunities, the business techniques and legal structure they use to develop them. Also, of course, the regulation, the rules, the government support of each country can be effect on the entrepreneurship, and the economic and social effect produce such development. This is very clear. Psychological, behavior science, economics, all of them can be affect entrepreneurship. So when we think about to be an entrepreneur, maybe some part of depends on the person that who wants to be entrepreneur, but also some other factors affect them. For example, the government support, the situation of the country, the opportunity that proposed by social or economic situation, all of them can affect. So as a macro perspective, we can say that behavior and thought of individual or group. So it means that the behavior and mindset and the way of thinking that of the person or group that they become entrepreneur. And as a macro perspective, we can say environmental factor that I mentioned for you. And then both are key understanding for entrepreneurial process. So if we think that entrepreneurship as a process, so we can say that this process includes two parts. The first one is a micro perspective, depends on the person and group. The second part, it depends on the environmental factors, that is a macro perspective. So this is also the key point for entrepreneurship process. And finally, the essence of entrepreneurship is the intersection of valuable opportunities, and enterprising individual is the essence of entrepreneurship. Again, I mentioned this point for you, that I want this point to stick in your mind. Another quotation from Vladimir Mexico, this a sort of duty to be reached, that it may be it wants power to do good. Think about this sentence. That is that there is a duty to be reached for everyone, that it may be wants power to do good. So it means that if you have a power to do good things, it means you are rich. So, but what is the good thing? What it means when we say to do good? It means entrepreneurs' products and services improve the lives of countless millions of persons. So if your product, if your services improve the lives of people, it means that you do the good and you are rich, and that's enough. It doesn't matter how you make money, okay? And then entrepreneurs are often extremely generous in their donations towards these causes. Okay, so when you are an entrepreneur, you should think about the creating worth, creating value, and creating the worth, both of them. Here I put some famous maybe ideas from every entrepreneur that every entrepreneur should know this, should know about these ideas. The first one is these sentences I will put in every presentation. Maybe they are more than 30, okay? Maybe more than 30 quotations. That every session I will give you some of them to get some idea and then learn them. Because if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should know about all of them. Okay, for today I put 3. The number 1, genius is 1% inspiration and 99 perspiration. Thomas Edison said this. So can you explain for me what does it mean? 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. It is very easy. It means that 1% is your thinking, is your idea. It means that you want something, and then 99% is your work, hard working. Okay, how much you plan to do it. Just thinking that I want to be an entrepreneur, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur, only 1%. 99% back to your action, back to work, okay? Number 2, you must fall in love with what you do because being an entrepreneur is lots of hard work and overcoming a lot of adversity. From that love will come the dedication that will get you out of bed at 4 a.m. because of great idea you just had and get you work till 11 p.m. and not feel tired. Can't feel rested, Magan. Okay? This is another quotation that always we use for entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, it means the person who loves with the things that he will engage with, okay? So it means that if you work from 4 a.m. in the morning up to 11 p.m. in the evening, it doesn't matter for you, and then you never feel tired. Why? Because you know exactly what you want, and then you love this work to do. This is another point for entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur. And then number 3, most of what you hear about entrepreneurship is all right. It's not magic. Okay, as I mentioned in my first presentation, you see many of these persons, I show you that how they are very normal people. For example, from school, from college, they don't have the car at the first step, they drive the bicycle, and then some of them rented car, live in rented house. So it's not a magic, but suddenly they become very important and famous and rich people. Why? Because they change their mindset, because they become entrepreneur. All right. So entrepreneurship is not something magic. Just it depends on you, how you think, and how you hard work for your thinking. So it's not magic, it's not mysterious, and it has nothing to do with genes. It's discipline, and like any discipline, it can be learned. All right. So if you have some information about it, of course, it needs some characteristic, it needs some information. It needs some knowledge and experience, but after you get all of them, you can be an entrepreneur. And it doesn't matter that in which level of education or age or whatever you are, because it's not magic, all right? And then number 4 is be confident and take risks, because if you are not going to, someone else is. So for being successful entrepreneur, you should take risks, okay? Because if you don't feel confident with taking the risk, another person will take and then seize this opportunity and the business done and nothing for you. So this is also very important. Oh, this one I mentioned. And finally, oh my God. Okay. And then finally in this slide, I put all of the characteristics of entrepreneurs. So willingness to take initiative, okay? Preference for moderate risk, confidence in their ability to succeed, self-reliance, perseverance, and desire for immediate feedback. So if you the last one is very important. Desire for immediate feedback. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, so always you need the feedback, okay? And you always should talk with others, consulting with others, get the feedback, and improve yourself, all right? And if you remember my question about the person that I asked you why he prefer to work instead of 8 hours for organization, he prefer to work 11 hours, but for himself. Why? Because he is an entrepreneur, and these are the characteristics. He wants to become self-reliant, because he wants to perseverance, because he wants have a confidence in their ability to succeed, and all the points that you also mentioned in the chat box. High level of energy, competitiveness, future orientation, a skill at organization, and value achievement over money, all of them also are characteristics of entrepreneur. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, you should think about future orientation. Just think about, and you shouldn't just think about now or present. You should have a wide lens to future. And of course, you should have some skill and experience. And one characteristic of entrepreneurs stand out is diversity. It is very important also. So when we talk about entrepreneur, we don't care about the age, about the gender, about the level of education, about the family background, nothing, all right? So anyone regardless of age, race, gender, color, national origin, or any other characteristic can become an entrepreneur. And by the first presentation that I show you, the successful entrepreneur, you can see these reasons. So how to spot entrepreneurial opportunities? So we say we tell you that, okay, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you should seize opportunity and catch opportunity and capture opportunity. Now I want to say that what's the difference between creativity and innovation? So creativity is ability to develop new ideas and to discover new ways of looking at problems and opportunities. What innovation is the ability to apply creative solutions to problems and opportunities to enhance or to enrich people's lives. So can you give me the example that mention creativity and innovation in one? Dear student, can you give me show me in some example like creativity and innovation both together? Any idea from you? Okay. Okay. Can you explain, Mr. Jawdullah? Can you talk to me? Can you hear me, Mr. Jawdullah?
Can I provide an example, madam?
Yeah, sure.
This is Muhammad Asif Walizana. Madam, I think that we have faced many challenges and during our careers within international organizations. You know, when most of the time we have created new things in order to betterment of the initiatives. So uh, when we apply that into practical works with the expectation of having impact and output, so we in terms of the innovations, I mean, theoretically it's creativity and practically it is innovations.
Exactly.
And
Very good.
yeah, we, for example, we were developing our M&E system in our office, and
Okay.
we applied various approaches, and everyone had their own opinion and ideas in order to have a clear uh, tools. So when we reached to the technical team, to the technical people, and they had a very short and very concise thoughts and idea in order to get our goals and objectives clearly. And theoretically it is creativity. When we apply that and we expect the expectations, it means that it is innovations. And all those entrepreneur, they when they want to uh, to to be successful in their life, they have to be innovative, they have to be punctual, they have to be proactive, and there are many potentiality and many other aspects. During the class, we hope all students they are familiar with the concept, and if you provide us the chance to speaking for each individual, each student, I'm confident that our class would be more interesting. And thank you very much for your clear teaching methodology. That's all from my side.
Okay, thank you. Your explanation is very good, is complete, I think. In some cases, if I want to add something, for example, as Mr. Jahadullah also mentioned, creativity, for example, in the company, maybe we have some entrepreneur that they have some idea, very good idea, but it can be supposed as a creativity. But when we want to commercial this idea, all right, so it means that creativity in action, all right, so it means innovation. So yeah, your explanation also very good and complete. Any more idea? You can talk about example in your organization or any other thing that you heard it about.
For the time being, you know better, I'm not in a position. Just I'm very keen to explain more examples for today. My apologies, madam, because I'm not a proper place.
Okay. No problem. All right, good. No problem.
Thank you.
Just remind me for next session, then you can give us more examples because the practical example is very good for all of us. Okay, any other idea from other students? All right, no more idea. Let's back to presentation. Okay, and then how to spot entrepreneurial opportunities. Okay, these are also other points that monitor trends and exploit them early on. So you can check these examples. For example, Sonic Mall for the monitor trend, exploit them early on. I don't have enough time to find these company. Just I find them as example of these points. If you like, you can check that how the Sonic Mall monitor trends and exploit them. And another example, Poo Paper Company is a good example for take a different approach to an existing market. All right, this company by taking different approach to an existing market can spot entrepreneurial opportunities. Also, Greengrass at last, this is the company that put a new twist on an old idea and then can get the entrepreneurial opportunities. So they are all examples and points that you can see for how you can spot entrepreneurial opportunities. The next slide also provides more. For example, look for creative ways to use existing resources. The example is Greenfield Co. Greenfield Co. is a company that by looking for creative ways instead of how to use existing resources, but in a creative way, then this company can spot entrepreneurial opportunities. And a skirt sport is another example that you can find for realize that others have the same problem that you do. And then Dogs on Wheels is an example for notice what is missing. This company by notice that what is missing, what option that other company doesn't focus on it, and then what option that they neglect and neglect it. So this company take this item and then by this way can spot entrepreneurial opportunities. And finally, we can say that entrepreneurship is about risk-taking, innovation, creativity, sees to be able to start without any special capital and investment. This is very important. Sometimes we see some small company, all right, but they have an investment, they have a capital, and then it doesn't mean that they are entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is to create something new without any support, all right, at the first step. And you create everything by yourself, all right? So, and just from the first point, entrepreneur should create everything for his or her business to get competitive advantage. So if you run your business as an entrepreneur, how can you be successful if you think about the competitive advantage? If you think that which option, which characteristic, and which ability of your company can be better and more competitive from other competitor, other your rival. Okay. So for this presentation, I use two main references. There are more than these references, but the two main references I mentioned here. So if you need more information, you can back to these references. Also, for this course, I mean entrepreneurship, the main reference that we think about it and we talk about it, and I put in my slides, is the book that it's called Effective Small Business Management and Entrepreneurial Approach. So because here in this class, also we want to talk about a small business, what is the success factor for small business, and also entrepreneurial approach together. So this book is our decision to teach to you, okay? And then the 10th edition is for 2012, and it is very good if you can find it and use this work. This book And the other thing, okay, this case is, let me go, okay. Regarding to the assessment, all right, so I divide 100, I don't know what happened to my voice. Okay, yeah, good. So I divide your assessment, for your assessment, I divide it to 4 parts. The first thing is 5 cases that together, these 5 cases together has 25%, all right? It means that each case, 5 points. So for midterm, I consider 15% of your total mark, and then for attendance 20%, and then for final 30%. So at this time, I think that for your final assignment, I ask you to write the business plan. It means that I ask you that you assume that you are an entrepreneur, you want to run the business, and then you should write the business plan to persuade the organization, financial organization, to take the loan. So you should write the business plan, include all the details. Then I will tell you that business plan should write up how you should write the business plan. But think about it from now. From today, you should think about it. If you want to become entrepreneur, what is your business? Okay, what do you think can be a successful business if you want to be entrepreneur and run and start up the business? So step by step, when I explain to you about the business plan, about the successful small business, then you can improve your idea. But please think about it from today, all right? And then you can consult them with others, with your colleague, your family, any experienced and knowledgeable people that you think that they can help you, and then seize the opportunity and then set up the business. Think about this. And whenever you think that your idea can be run, all right, please email to me. Because most of the students live in Afghanistan, maybe sometimes you have the same idea. So the person who sent to me, the first one, can be the owner of that idea, all right? So whenever you think that your idea is fixed and you are satisfied with this, so please email to me. I may share your name with your idea. This is about the final. And then the deadline, I will inform you later. That's 40%, okay? So your final can be write business plan for your new business as an entrepreneur. And attendance is clear. You should attend the class. And then midterm, I don't have any idea. By now, maybe I put some question online, or maybe I ask you to have a presentation. I don't know. I don't make a decision yet, okay? And then about the cases, one case I give you today. Yes, sure, the final can be individual. Okay, you mean that maybe by group. Can by group also can, no problem. It depends on you. If you want, you can do it individual, or you can do it in group. But of course, if you do it in group, my expectation becomes higher than individual, all right? And all right, for midterm, maybe I put some question because now I'm thinking about that. We should provide theoretical and practical together, all right? This syllabus of this model for your MBA like this. We should provide theoretical and practical together. So because your final assignment is practical, writing the business plan, I think for midterm, I ask you to focus more on theoretical. So I think I will put some online questions, then you can answer them, all right? And okay, so for the first case, this is the first case with 3 questions, all right? Then I will email to you. Please read this case and then answer this question. And for the case, what else I want to say you? Okay, for the case, you can provide the answer of this question in 1 page, all right? Not too many pages. 1 or 2 pages enough. Just focus on the question and answer the direct and answer the direct. Sorry, please read the question and then answer directly, all right? Don't explain a lot, all right? Just put the the answer that you think it is the exact answer. And send me by Word in MS Word, not PDF, please. And another thing that I want to tell you, because you are in master degree now, MBA certificate, so all of your work that you send to me, I will check them with Turnitin or any other software that will tell me about the plagiarism, okay? So please write with your own sentence. Please paraphrase them. Please put the references at the end. And all of them you should provide, okay? Because I am very serious about something like this. So if I put your work in my software and show me more than 50%, 40% similarity, so I cannot accept your work. This happened for your final and midterm and cases, all of them. So please think yourself. You can read a lot via the, the books, the magazine, the journals, any published from the website. You can search a lot, you can read a lot, but after that, you should think yourself and then summarize them with your own sentence, with your own idea. This is very important. And I will be really serious about this, okay? And so I will email this presentation to you, and just you look at the case and send me by next Wednesday, all right? 1 day before the class, next Wednesday. I think it can be enough because it's only 3 questions and very short case. You can read it in 5 minutes. Is it okay with you? All right. And for final, at this moment, I agree with both individual and group. But if only one person wants to be individual and all wants to be in a group, it means group. All right. So it depends on your idea. And you should answer all the questions. There are 3 questions, and please answer all 3 questions. Okay, I want to tell you that in this class we are coming just because we want to learn, all right? This is a certificate of MBA. So it means that any of us that attend this class wants to learn something. So maybe you can find my cases. Maybe you can find lots of business plan sample in the internet. You can just download it and make some changes and then send to me. Of course, maybe I don't understand, and then you can get a good mark. But there is no point for you. You just waste your time. Okay? So in this class, always I trust on my students that they want to learn something. All right? So it depends on you. If you want to do something like this, you're welcome, no problem. Because for me, it doesn't matter. It depends on you. But if you want to learn, you can read and then ask me any question via email. Always I check my email and will answer to you, all right? So don't, if you want to find the cases in the website, of course you can. If you want to follow the sample business plan and just make some changes, of course you can. It doesn't matter for me because I don't pay attention to the, the mark or something like this. If you ask me to give me, teacher, please give me 100, I will give you 100. No problem. You can get it. But my point is that we are here because we want to learn, all right? We want to learn. We share our knowledge. We share our experience. And exactly here also there is opportunity that you should seize this opportunity from your classmates, from me, from the sources that I give you, and catch this opportunity to learn, all right? This is my explanation. So any question regarding to your assessment, slides, now you can ask me. And okay, the other thing that I want you to do, now I put my email address here. Oh. Okay. This is my email address, okay? I will send these two presentation slides that the last one include the cases for you by tonight or tomorrow, all right? Then if any of you doesn't receive, so please let me know and email to me that I don't receive it, please forward to me again, okay? And what do you mean, the link up for the case? What do you mean? The case is here, you can read it. What do you mean the link of the case? I cannot get your point, Mr. Nadia, Miss Nadia. The book, I think I cannot share with you the book because of the copyright, all right? So if you want to pay, yes, I can give you the link that you can buy this book. But as a free one, I think I cannot. I don't have this permission. But if you want to make a payment, I can check with admin and ask them to buy for you and then they will arrange the payment for you. Okay, Mr. Javid, I told you that for these 3 questions, I need only 1 or 2 pages, not more than 2 pages. And always use Times and Roman 12 font, and space should be 1.5, 1.5. Let me type for you. Some of my keyboard doesn't work. I cannot type some alphabet. Okay, again, I tell you, Times New Roman, okay, 12 font, and the space is 1.5, and write in black, and then just send me by MS Word, not in PDF, because I want to check with plagiarism, okay? So I cannot check PDF file. About the book, I will ask, okay, about the book, I will ask and check with WWS admin because they provide me this book with the PDF file, all right? If they let me to share with you, of course, I will share with you. And about the slides, of course, also about the slides, I'm not sure that I have this permission or no, but I will do, okay? But I ask you to doesn't spread out the slides with others. Don't share with others. This is the right only for WWS, okay? So please read yourself only and keep it. And regarding to copyright rules and regulations. And the other thing, let me check my chat box. What other? The instruction, of course, I will email to you. All right. So about the assessment, are you satisfied? Are you okay? Do you have any idea or suggestion? Okay, I don't know what is your problem with the book. I tell you, I will check with admin, okay? Because the book is from the WWS admin, it's not from me. If I buy this book, this is another story, all right? So now I should check with the WWS admin. If they let me to share with you, of course I will share with you the soft copy. Doesn't matter, no problem, I will do it. But let me check with them, okay? And then for another thing, the case and the assessment, they are include this slide. So when I send to you the slide, it means you have case and it means you have assessment. No need to put it in another email, just in one email, okay? And I told you that from next week, I will share the slides 2 days or 1 day before the class. Any other suggestion or question? So, from my side, I check with WWS admin about the sharing the book with you. And also, I will email the slides to you, okay? From your side, review the slides, both of the presentation, and think about your final project from now, okay? And then email to me if you have any idea in terms of entrepreneur. That what is your idea? How do you think you can be entrepreneur and write a business plan? And also another task for you that you should do your case and send me the case, answer the case by next week, Wednesday, one day before the class, all right? Miss Vida Samii, do you have any question? Because I don't receive any question from you. Miss Vida. Okay. You are from UPM? Miss Vida, are you from Malaysia? UKM. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, Miss Vida, very good. So any other question? Do you have any question regarding to a slide? Okay, dear student, if you have any other question or idea or suggestion, please let me know. If you don't have, we can finish the class. Okay, I hope you have a very good week and see you in next class. Thank you and goodbye.